With all the distractions that are just, within an arm's reach all the time, every day, yeah, it's real easy to find reasons to procrastinate. But here's the thing. Don't waste any more time making excuses for things you gotta do. If you're putting off some tasks, we're gonna talk about why you need to stop that. Stop procrastinating. Let's get some stuff done. Now look, the first reason we need to talk about, it's the easy way out. Come on. We put things off when there is something more challenging at hand, right? It's difficult. We don't want to do it. Instead of rising to the challenge and completing the task, you find something smaller, something insignificant to fill your time. You tell yourself that, well, I'm getting something done. I accomplished something. Nobody likes knowing they're cruising down easy street. So get off Facebook, get off Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Do what it is that you've been putting off. You need to get this stuff done now. The longer you put it off, the worse it's going to be. Right? Even putting stuff off now that you need to get done and you have a month to do it, it's going to creep up on you. It's going to worry you. And while you're sitting there thinking about it, think about this. Your future. Right? Because although it seems like a bit of a drastic measure, putting things in perspective is, it's what's at stake for your future, right? And it reminds us of how much the little things actually matter. So sometimes things like completing a project or getting all of our work done on time, these might seem like insignificant, trivial things that they don't really matter, right? Like, oh, in the big picture, it's whatever, right? Who cares that I finished the project, early or on time, or, I did what I was supposed to do and I got everything done. Everything on my list is done. Whatever. But reminding ourselves that every little step really does add up to something big. Come on, that's not amazing motivation for you? That should be the ultimate motivation to stop procrastinating. If you're not going to do it for that, for your future, maybe you'll do it for your health. Yeah, it's a surprising one. Because interestingly enough, scientists have discovered that there's actually a link between procrastination and hypertension and cardiovascular disease. Ooh, didn't see that coming. Although the study didn't prove causality, researchers hypothesized that procrastinators potentially punish themselves over unfinished projects and over a lack of control in their lives. When you're sitting there and you have a project due and it's due in a month, I'll get to it later. And you keep pushing off, and then all of a sudden it's due tomorrow. And you are freaking out. Oh my God, I've got all this work to do. I've waited so long. And you have to push yourself to get all that work done in a night, in a day. Ugh. It's miserable. Been there, done that. And I'm sure that anxiety, that stress, is what's going to lead to even unhealthier situations. And it's overall just not good for you, right? It's just not good. And then when you are doing that work, guess what? It's sloppy work. The result is sloppy work. Everyone, no matter how seasoned they might be at anything, right? Everyone knows that throwing something together last minute, it's never as good as having the time to review the final product a couple of times. Do the project, check over it, right? Do the first run through, fix all your little errors that you noticed, re-go over it, and then you'll be good. Regardless of how tempting it may be to think you have enough time, finish whatever you have to do in advance so you can turn in work of what you can be proud of. Right? There's no problems. The math checks out. There's no spelling errors. There's no punctuation errors, right? Everything is done perfectly. Everything that you were asked to get done is done. There's no problems in any area, right? And you can be happy and proud that you were not only able to finish on time, but you also put out arguably some of your best work. And that feels good. Now, the last thing we need to talk about is some fun. Not just fun. We need to talk about when we procrastinate, we allow ourselves that short-term gratification. And everyone loves that instant gratification. That's a hot button topic, right? You're allowing yourself this short-term, this instant gratification rather than thinking of what's best for yourself in the long run. Right? You're only thinking of now. You're not thinking of tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. At the same time, when we procrastinate, we leave less time to spend with loved ones, family, friends. Maybe going over to your parents for dinner, or maybe finally having that date night, or taking your pets out for a walk. Just less time for all of that. It sounds pretty awful to me. Wasting your precious minutes and hours on doing things that we don't even really have to, when all you gotta do is finish the task at hand so that you can actually just enjoy life, right? You given a project, you sit down and you work on it. You even make a schedule. I want to come home. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna spend this amount of time on it, and then the rest of the time I'm gonna spend with your significant other, right? Go to the park, go for a walk, work out, cook together, whatever it is you want to do. Watch a date night. But you'll be able to get done with your project. You'll have a nice timeline. And there you go. No stressing. Everything's great. So these are just a couple reasons why you really should stop procrastinating. There are so many more reasons, but these are kind of the big ones that I wanted to touch on because some of these, they applied to me. I used to procrastinate all the time. I'm no different. I'm human just like you. So hopefully these helped you out as much as they helped me out. Because I know that when I stop procrastinating and I'm able to get my work done, do everything to the best of my ability and double check everything, I'm not stressed out about anything. I get to spend time doing whatever I want to do. That's what I want you to do. Stop procrastinating. Get your work done. Live happy. Sounds great, doesn't it? You know what else sounds great? Subscribing to this YouTube channel. Hitting that thumbs up button on this video if you liked it. Come on, nothing's stopping you. It's free, and I'd appreciate it. I'd also appreciate to see you in the next video. So until then, y'all be safe.